signatures are ready to put in the book inside. So before that, I'll show you. I kind of make a 5 one, and 4 of them are 2 each, and one is like one. So this will be my first page. I'm thinking about that. If you remember, I add this fabric, and maybe I'll do some kind of I can use rub on this. Then now when I create this page like this, but now I add one more page inside it. So here are the diagram fly. If I want to add more details, or I want to draw on this side or this side, and I can flip it apart and I can draw here or here also. And then this is kind of a blank. Maybe I'll add something else afterwards. Then again a green page, and then this is kind of flowery page I added here. Then for this page I added one more page on the side, but still it's laying flat. I don't have any issue with that. And then this is become the first one. Then we add these. So these watercolor flowers, I just decided to add more blank pages, and then these are the blank pages, cause I will add something later. Something in my mind is going on, so I'm gonna put this. And then this is the page I'm talking. This is the only one page. Maybe I'll put some another page inside it afterwards. Right now I'm not sure, but I decided to go ahead with the 5 signatures. And this one is the another one where we put the color wheel and this color. And then this one is kind of last one. Maybe we can put this here, and then that one become a last one. Just that will look more. And this is how big it is, but it will get more big. You can add pages later on, or you can just use the. So let's work on this one. So we already made this. Now thing is that I want to add some rub-ons here. I have only 2 kind of rub-ons which came in the from Hero Arts. And then I already told you I will not buy anything. I want to just create this with whatever I have. And then I decided to stitch this here. So we will stitch that. And before adding signatures here, I want to add these rub-ons here. So I will put this here, and so on this fabric, I don't know that they will go really nicely, and I really like how they look. And we add one more fabric piece inside. I don't know should I add more fabric pieces inside or not, because this is a kind of a drawing journal and I'm not doing any embroidery, or this is not my fabric kind of journal, so I don't know. But yeah, I add one of that fabric at that moment. I just want to, you know, add little bit more things or textures on that, and it goes such beautifully. And then I decided to add few butterflies. The bigger butterfly I want to add here, something like that. So I'm putting all my rub-ons and everything first, cause after putting the signatures inside, then it will be little bulky and it will become little bit, you know, more harder to walk. And I will sew this also first, and I'll speed up the process. So I just stitch this side, not this side. Maybe I can flip some of the things here and it will act like another pocket, something like that. Okay, so now for the 5 signatures we need to have 5 lines from the equidistance. So just go ahead, make your center mark and then go each side. So what I did is I just eyeball it little bit. Now we have to add holes on this, so I will go one on this, like 1 inch, and so I will just see one, I'll go 2 inch here from this side and 1 2 and this side also, and then I will just put these lines here. So now we have those intersections, and where those intersections are, we're gonna poke a hole there, and these are our intersections. 1, okay, then 2 on these, 2 on these, and then this. So particularly for this thing, I suggest that we should use the book binding kit, cause the we can make a hole nicely there, and we have to make the same holes for our signature also. But for that we will create one kind of normal, we took one normal printer paper, and then printer paper I just decided to, you know, and then we will just you can do this template on paper also, and then you can put something like that and mark on there. Either way will work for you. I want to just make this album perfectly imperfect, so that's why I did that. And then you can see that I just want to see the main, isn't that where is my dot coming, and it is coming here, and then I will just put 1 and 2. So I will use these marks for putting my signatures, like I'll show you. So this is my signature which I want to put this mark. You can use these kind of binding clips to hold the stuff together. So then you can align, or you don't want to align, it's totally depend on that. Mine was not mine was really imperfect, like I wanted them that way. I don't want the perfect Junral, because it will look like then a book, and I can do that on the, you know, any wire bound book. And then I will put these together. So I have to match these first, and then when I put these, I will see that how I want them inside the book, something like that. I want something like that. Then I will put these here. So you can do that, or you can just go ahead and put your signatures where you want to put, and then you can just add dots here, and then you can poke a hole so that we can sew them together. So now it's time to bind all the things together. So if you don't have the tapestry one or the book binding one needle, you can go ahead with that, find the biggest needle. I have this needle from this section, they called it doll needle, and I got 2 of these, and this is size 3. But you can find many kind of needle. If you're not having book binding, still you have different kind of needle. Maybe you can go ahead with the tapestry needle, they are more sturdy, or you can just find the book binding needle. So this needle is so sharp and so big that I can hold it and punch through it. Now here is the thing, you can use your crocodile here, and you can, you know, put the eyelets on it, and that will also give you the holes. But here I'm using the simple techniques. I don't want to get more complicated. You should put some kind of foam behind it. If you are punching like this, maybe you can double it, triple it, and that will help you. That will not ruin your surface, but I'm just doing this. So these signature, we put it around. Now we'll turn it and we will see that where we want to poke a hole, and then we'll just go ahead and poke a hole on that mark. So it is not a very difficult, we will easily go through it. These papers are not more what do you say it, these papers are not that much weight in them. They are like 60 lb, cause here we use the 60 lb paper, cause inside watercolor paper are bit of the side, and then I'm kind of eyeballing it, and then I'm making again a hole here, and it's not a big thing, you can easily make a hole around it. Now other thing I want to tell you here is, if you want to make a perfect book like 9 by 8 and properly, you should go with all the stuff and measuring it. I'm just eyeballing it, or you can create your own book just by adding the same size paper and the same signatures you can have. I am I am not doing that. You can see that my seam binding is also, I want to get it like more kind of handmade look to it, more kind of um, raw look to it. So I did this way, but it's totally depend on you how you want to do it. You can go ahead and do it anyway. If you don't have those kind of binder clips, you can use the big clips which we use for in the office to holding the paper clips, so you can use those also. And then I'm just poking the hole through it, and this one is my last one. I almost did all of them, so just like that. And while doing the thing, you can still see if you want to adjust little bit. That is not a big deal here. We are making here no measurement thing, and why we are doing this no measurement thing, so that you can do it anytime. So you can use the embroidery thread like I showed you before, like this one. This will also look nice and it kind of matching to it. You can use the variegated thread. I decided to use this colorful variegated thread, and this needle is kind of so easily you can go through it, right? So now how much thread you want, so double and little bit more. So we are binding from here to here, right? Like I'll show you, we are going from here to here, so we need little bit more. So you can go ahead and make it thrice, because it's okay to have extra thread. We don't want to get less thread and then we got tangled. The same way, not less thread, so that we can go, and that will not work for us. So again, I just misplaced the order here. So this one here, and then where should I put this? Here. And I think we can go ahead and put this is upside down. I should go like this. These are the leaf one, and these are the, so it doesn't matter if you change, you know, do it other way around. You just can mix it, and it's your book, so nobody gonna judge you. So now what I will do, first of all, I'm gonna put this here, then I'll go through this one, then I'll go through this one. Now we will turn it around. We don't want this, we will turn it around. Now here's the thing, here I didn't put any marks, but you can see the holes, and that should be okay with you to go ahead in those holes, and then you can go inside it. So another option here is, if you want to extend this book or you want to remove these pages from the book and do it again, then what you can do, rather than putting this here, you can make 2 holes here and just tie it together. But there are so many things going on inside this book, so I decided that I will put them together, and maybe in one of the signature I'll do that. So look here, our thread is good, and we already make it like twice, so it's going to be great. Now here again you can poke a hole and go through this, and you can make a 3 seam binding. On this side you can get those 3 seam, but I will avoid this time. I just want to keep it pretty simple, I think, this time. And then I will just go ahead and make this a really nice tight knot, and after that maybe I'll add, just like that, a small little bow or you can just avoid that. If you don't like it, you can just cut it. Remember, it's your book, you decide what you want to do, right? And then it's totally depend on you. You can add small tags here, you can do some kind of different art here, it's totally depend on you. So now I will remove this. I don't need these clips now, so I'll show you how our first signature looked, and I don't mind, I'm quite happy how it looks together. And okay, I didn't cut this one, that's why it's going out. I already make a line, but I don't mind if it come out also, because I just told you it's our book. We'll decide that what we want to do and how we want to do. So now I'll speed up the process. We will go one by one with the same method, that where we want to put, and then we will add these. I will add just in middle this one, which is not 2, which is the kind of a single signature. And what we can do for this one is, we can add elastic here. So you can use the elastic thread it came to, and then what will happen, we can remove that and we can slip the pages inside if you want, or we can make this here and here for the last pages, so you can do that also. I will skip, maybe I don't want to do that way, I just want to fix it right that. And the way we just put these tapes here, if you want to add more pages, we can add more pages, because I have quite a spine like here. If I want to add this more page here, I can just put here 1 2 3, and there are quite a room, so I can add more. I can go and flip-flop this kind of stuff. I can add here also. So I will just, this time, that I will not add more pages. I will stick to 5 one, and I'm gonna make it fixed one. I will not make it like the flexible one where you can add and slide your pages inside that. I'm quite happy with this kind of stuff, so I'll speed up the process, but you can go ahead and do that also, so you have that option. for the next signature, I thought I should add little white pages here so that it will also double up rather than adding the elastic or something like that. And I will not show you this, I will show you the very simple and easy technique to make this signature. You can just take a double-sided tape and I will put this here, one here and one here to maintain the same kind of look. And then we just need to burnish that little bit. Then you can remove it, line your paper, you're good to go. Again, burnish it, remove it, line your paper, and you will good to go. So this is the another way to add extra signature if you want to add that. Now here is the thing, you can add this inside and make these 2 pages white, or I can add this inside and that will give me this kind of stuff. Okay, so after adding this, I will just see that where I want to fit them here, and then I already have the ready holes for the thing. Again, I will take a thrice. So in the double thrice metal, you can make 2 depending on your size and width of the thing. You can have little bit more on hand just to kind of match it along, and again I'll speed up the process. Here I want to show you again, if your knot is not quite perfect, to use your needle, remove it, and you can do it again. You don't have to cut the thread and do it the whole thing together. It's easily doable, means you can do it. If you feel that it's not getting properly done, you can do it again. And still, if it's not if you are not able to remove it, then only you can cut it and you can do it again with the same things like this. Okay, so now I'll complete this 2 and see you on the other side. So now this album is completed and I want to give you a very speed up look to how it looks. You can watch the full video how you can how I created, and in the previous videos and the detailed video how should we use it, where I go through the walkthrough. This is, I'm just giving you an idea that how it looks. So this is our front cover. I put a stamp there, handmade by Renuka. I'll just go through the some pages. Those are the rub-ons, we did it. And then I add some of these on these spines, and my spine and all the signature is done here. And this is my first page. So if you are like that kind of person who saw the white paper and got overwhelmed that what should I draw or what should I do, so these kinds of pages will help you a lot. And this is very easy to make. I use the spreadsheet sprays on distress inks and hero arts, and I attach one fabric, only one fabric in my album. This is I do my practice or stuff, and then I decided that I'll add more on that. So this is not good. My machine didn't work that properly, but I don't mind, I put it that way. Then I decided to add some flowers here, so I give that background which is having a little bit of flower swashes with them. So these kind of stuff in your book give you an idea that what should you do or these books are good when you are very overwhelmed or you are stuck in your art process or you want to do something else which is simple, you don't have to put more brain in that. Then these kind of stuffs are very useful. So I do all the watercolorings and things like that before also. Like you can see in these my pages, you can add these pages if you want to create a art journal also. But I don't have collect them like that way. I use the normal sketch pad or a paper pad or a watercolor pad. So this is like more nicer way to do the things, and in that way I have them in the one place. That is another thing, that what I tried, what I liked it, and maybe something I don't like it, maybe I'll draw it or not. So that will give me more idea. I'd more want to draw the mushrooms. I didn't draw them, so I want to do that. I want to do this kind of vintage kind of illustration. So I want to do that also. I want to make another books for my Indian art forms also, which may be very blank and cool, and then I will show you that how I can use those also. So you can go along with me and do something like that. Or maybe your journal is little bit different, so you want to do something else, or you can follow me or other artists. There are many ways to do this. You can go ahead in a Pinterest and see something, and you can replicate that, or you can get inspired with that. So things are like that. But when you don't want to do all this stuff, you don't want to go and research and things like that, whatever you have you want to do, then just do like this. So I am really happy how it turned out. I don't want to buy any stuff for this album. I want to use whatever I have. So see what you have in your stash and go ahead and do your album. If you want to make it blank, please make it blank, no issues. But you can change the size also. That's why I make these tutorials, because it is like no measurement thing is going on, so you can convert your things in any size album. I hope you like all these tutorials, and soon I will post the video what I'm doing in that. Maybe I will create something in front of you in that, and then you can see that how I'm using them. So until the next thing, have a crafty life. Bye bye. Enjoy.